Oh, this is beautiful. Mikel Haram Ateta. Hold that, bro. Second again, ole ole. Second again. 4 Pete coming soon. Let's go. Men like Mikel, bro. Ryan the Goat Checky. Ryan the Goat Checky. Ryan the Goat Pep the Goat Guardiola. Pep the Goat Guardiola. Oh my days. What a team. What a team. What a lol. Welcome back, people. Welcome back to another stream here. It's your boy JB. How you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Always celebrating the Arsenal tears every chance I can get. But today, it's a very special stream, guys. I'm joined by a big man, a very special guest, Emilio from Peach Invaders. Emilio, welcome to the channel, bro. How are you doing?
Hey, brother, man. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, all good, all good. Always happy to have you on the stream. Thank you for joining. And
Nice.
I thought I needed to get you on because this weekend is a very big weekend in terms of the UCL, and of
Yeah.
course, it's always big when our teams go head to head, no
For
matter the
sure.
context. Yeah, it's always big. So before we get into all that, let's just let me don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow the TikTok as well for those of you at home. And yeah, also don't forget to follow Peach Invaders. I'll link their username down in the description below, and then you can hit them up on TikTok and yeah, just watch the videos as well. So without further ado, we'll get into it right now. Emilio, there's only one place to start, man. Manchester United versus Liverpool. um,
One.
the Manchester United hosting the biggest club in England. Is that right?
I wouldn't say the biggest club in England. One of the more successful clubs for sure. But yeah, man, it's Super Sunday, and you were saying that the game is big, despite the context. But I think the context of this particular fixture is going to be massive, bro. We know what's up for grabs. I think you put it there in your thumbnail. You know what's
Yes.
up for grabs.
UCL.
Yeah,
UCL.
Champions League,
UCL.
Champions
And the
League.
thing is, you would think that both of us would be comfortable in the UCL spot, but just I'm looking at my team in specific. We're not comfortable. We are not comfortable, even though there's 5 slots open for UCL this season. We are not comfortable where we are. We have been that inconsistent that even though Chelsea are like 8 points behind us, I am still worried that they might pass us.
Yeah.
That's how bad it's been on my side this season. But like, let's start with you guys, of course. You guys played Brentford earlier this week, and you guys beat them 2-1. How do you feel after that result?
Look, I said it on TikTok as well. I'm glad we got the 3 points. I'm glad Bruno Fernandes got another assist. He's almost there at that record. And I think this match this weekend is the perfect opportunity to break that record. But Brentford looked good. Brentford looked good in that first half. There were a few moments that were a bit shaky. I'm inclined to believe that if we don't have Lamens in goal, Brentford's leading us like maybe 2-1, 3-1 in that first half, right? In my honest opinion. So things are still a bit shaky. And I do think, although Liverpool's been a bit inconsistent, they're obviously a better side than Brentford. They're a better side than your Leeds, I would say Chelsea this season as well. So I think this is going to be a real test, man. I genuinely think so. But I do think also, if we get the win on Sunday, I think Champions League, for us personally, should be secured.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And I mean, it's a big, big game. I mean, like I said earlier, whenever we meet, I think these are the two biggest clubs in England. Whenever we two meet, there's always something at stake. Nobody wants to lose this game.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in
This
my
is sure.
yeah, you're saying
No, sorry, I was saying this is the fixture, bro. It doesn't matter
100%.
where these clubs are at. They could be mid-table from what we see in this season. This is a standout fixture every single year, bro. I rate this fixture above the Manchester Derby, genuinely.
No, no, of course, 100%. And I like for me personally, there's 3 fixtures in the Premier League that I never want to lose. It's Everton, it's Arsenal, but then this one is always number one. I never want to lose to you guys, bro. Every time when we're going into the season, I always say United is a must win. And the fact that we lost already at Anfield, that was for me. That was the moment when I said I'm Arne Slot out. that, that was for me. that was a sackable offense for me. Losing at home to you guys, nah,
Yeah,
that was yeah, that was too much for me. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys were absolutely spoiled this last few years with Jurgen
Yes.
Klopp. Obviously, wow, I've seen my club catch hands at your club over the last few years. We're talking about that 5 goals, this 7 goal game. Like, there's so many
Yes.
instances, though. And obviously, I think another talking point, right, when it comes to when you speak about Manchester United versus Liverpool, especially during the era, and you speak about the beatings that Liverpool gave to United, there's one name that comes to mind, bro. Mohamed Salah. I think
Of
this is going to
course. Of
be
course.
his last game potentially at Old Trafford, obviously in a Liverpool jersey. But do you think he starts? Do you think he starts?
And
Do you think he goes?
unfortunately, he is injured. So that for me. I personally think because he has announced he's leaving, because of his history with you guys, I personally think he would have cooked in this game. Like I know he hasn't been the same as
Nah, I think so. Well,
as yeah, I know he's not been the same like this season like as he's been in past seasons, but I personally think just because of the context of how our season has gone as well, and the fact that he's leaving, I think he
yeah.
would have cooked in this game. So it's really unfortunate
Well,
that we won't see Salah versus United one more time. So yeah.
snapper. That didn't even like hit my mind. Eh? That didn't
Yeah.
even hit my mind. I think he got injured against Everton.
Yeah.
Ish, man.
Yeah.
I've been out of the
No,
loop
no,
with
Palace, Palace,
football,
Palace,
but
Palace,
ish,
Palace, yeah.
the Palace.
Yeah, it was Palace,
Ish,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So then,
It's tough.
no Mohamed Salah. How do you
Mm.
think your team lines up?
I think it's the same. I think it goes with the same lineup that it did against Palace. The only exception I think is Frimpong comes in for Salah. I think that's what he'll go. I think
Yeah.
Curtis Jones right back, Soboslai, McAllister midfield, Verts, and then Gakpo, Isak, and then Frimpong up front. I think that's it. And then of course Robertson, Konate, Van Dijk at the back, and then it's interesting to see who he. I'm not sure if Mama Dashvili is back from injury, but I still think go with Freddie Woodman just because he's in form. He's been doing well recently. But yeah, we don't know who's gonna start for us and goal there. But and then for you guys,
Look, for me, I'm quite happy with the lineup that we had against Brentford. Obviously, first name on the sheet is going to be Bruno Fernandes.
of course.
Casemiro, Ank has just been doing exceptionally well. Kobe Manu for sure. I think the two names I'm uncertain of, right? I mentioned it in my video on Monday night. Since returning from the AFCON, Brian Mbeumo and Amad Diallo, man, I'm not impressed. I'm genuinely not impressed. I'm not sure if you watched the United game, but Kobe Mainu literally danced through the Brentford defense, went past like 2 or 3 defenders, skipped past the goalkeeper, put it on a plate for Diallo, and he just had no end product. So for me, I think I'm a bit uncertain with those two. I'm not sure if Cunha would be available. I don't think so. But I'm happy with Benjamin Sesko, Bruno Fernandes, same back line, same midfield. And then I think, I'm going to be honest, bro, I think we get a result there, man. I think we get a result. Maybe a 2-1.
Possibly. Possibly. Now I think I unfortunately didn't get a chance to watch a game, but like I was hearing a lot of United fans, particularly from my friends, they were really not happy with Amad Diallo, and some are even
Yeah.
saying they want Amad Diallo gone. Which that's interesting to me, just
Yeah.
considering how important he's been in the last 2 seasons for Manchester United. So I'm genuinely shocked by that. But you guys can let me know how he's been performing and stuff. You're saying from since AFCON, him and
Yeah.
Mbomo haven't been
Thanks.
performing.
Sure. I wouldn't say selling. I would say that's a bit harsh. But
Mm.
he's been at the club for a few years now. Right? Obviously, arriving from, I think it was Atalanta when he
And
was like
later, yeah.
18, 19. You can't be at the same level now in 2026 that you were when you arrived at the club. I think he's showing elements where he hasn't like grown, he hasn't like matured as a player. But then again, I also saw him at the AFCON. I saw what he did with
Yeah.
Ivory Coast, and I know what he can do. I mean, he scored a winner, a last minute winner against Liverpool a few seasons back. So I know he's got
100%.
good pace. I would say end of the season, and then next season maybe evaluate how he performs, and then take it from there.
I think so. I think so. And then Mboma as well. It's surprising because I think Mboma has been one of your best attackers. I thought that was still the case. Maybe it's just form that he's not.
Ace, man. He's Mbumo is one of those players that's like putting up GA. GA is a big thing, especially
Oh,
in
of course, of
modern day
course,
football.
of
If
course,
you
of
miss the
course.
game and you
Yeah,
see on your UCL app, okay, Mbumo got a goal, you got an assist, like he must
yeah.
have cooked. It's not always the case, in all
Oh, okay,
honesty. Um, so yeah.
okay.
But listen, we're talking about our teams competing for the Champions League, bro. Do you want to be in the Champions League next season? I know we're talking Premier League, but just for like a side rodeo quickly, did you see the quality in the Champions League this week? Are you sure
I
we?
did.
Are you sure
I
we?
did. I did. So my team has been in the Champions League. I've faced some of these teams in the Champions League. PSG. P- I don't want to face PSG again. I'm sick and tired of playing PSG, honestly. Because every time we've faced PSG,
Yeah,
we've been touched. It's been bad. So honestly, if if you can guarantee me that Arne Slot is not going to be my manager next season, yes, I want Champions League. But the problem is, I'm not sure I want Champions League anymore if Arne Slot remains because I don't trust him anymore as my manager. I really don't. I don't think he's going to get us to where we need to be, and that is competing for league titles again and winning the Champions League. So that's where I think our club should be, but I don't think Arne Slot can take us there. There's only one person I want, and I've been saying that from the beginning. It's Xabi Alonso. I think he was unfairly dismissed there at Real Madrid. I think he's a very good
for sure.
coach, and I think he would very much cook as our manager. But yeah, that's the only thing. But I understand where you're coming from in terms of the Champions League. Of course, it's gonna be your
I'm scared.
yeah.
I'm scared, bro.
I mean, it's gonna be you.
Especially for my
It's gonna be your guys' first time in the Champions League in the new format, so I understand what you mean.
yeah, I'm not trying to see Diego Dallo against Desiree Doué, Usman Dembele.
Hey,
Like, I'm not trying to see that, bro. Genuinely.
brother, yeah, it's just the Champions League is different nowadays. I can't lie. PSG, Bayern, yeah, it's not the same. But I mean, it's the Champions League. That's how it's meant to be. All the best teams competing against each other in Europe. So, you gave me your score prediction. You said Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1.
Yeah, I think United 2. Don't care who scores the goals. I'd love for Bruno Fernandes to assist the goals, and
Mm.
yeah, we get the 3 points. What's
Just
your?
on that, just on that, before I give my prediction, do you think Bruno should win? Because I've been hearing this debate online. Do you think he should win I think it's play of the season or something
Hmm.
along those lines? Yeah,
I had a feeling that question was going to come.
yeah.
Look. The Premier League's a bit different.
Mm.
I don't think a lot of players are standing out. In all honesty,
No,
I mean, Mohamed Salah
mm.
stood out last
Last
season.
season. Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne stood out at some point, right?
Yes. Yes.
This season, if you tell me that if it's not Bruno Fernandes, it's going to be a player that wins the league because traditionally the player of
Yes.
the season comes from the league champion, which I vibe with that. That makes sense. Similar to the
Mm.
Ballon d'Or, where it's the Champions League winner or whatever the case may be. I vibe
Mm.
with that. But if you tell me it's going to be Declan Rice, nah, bro.
No, 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 no,
Nah,
no, no,
me,
no, no, no.
I,
No,
I,
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
see
no,
that.
no.
I don't see that.
No,
And also, nah,
yeah.
nah, not at all. And
No,
also,
no.
Ryan Cherky, oh my word,
No,
Ryan
baller,
Cherky is a
baller,
baller. But I
baller.
think you can't come halfway into the season, put up a few numbers, and then win the player of the season. So I'm gonna say I hear the chat for Bruno Fernandes purely because record breaking season, and also if you watch the games, how he's been playing. But I think had this Premier League season been different, like Erling Haaland is like firing on all cylinders,
Mm,
I don't see Bruno
mm,
winning it. But in this
yeah.
season, this might be his best chance to do it. So I hear it. How about you? Who's your shout?
I actually can't remember the last time that someone has won without winning the league. I don't know. Maybe you can remind me because I actually can't remember the last time someone has won play of the season without like winning the league and stuff. But
The first
like you,
name,
mm,
yeah, the first name that comes to mind is I think Gareth Bale. Didn't he at some point
okay,
win it? I don't think Spurs. I don't think Spurs won the league. So
Mm, He might have like that's so long ago. I can't even remember. I honestly can't remember. But like you're saying, I agree with you that there's no standout performer this season. And honestly, even as a rival, if Bruno wins it, you know what? It's fair enough because I mean, breaking the assist record in a poor United side. Let's be completely
Yeah,
honest. Like
real.
that is some sort of feat. Even as a rival, I have to give him his flowers. Like I don't like him. I don't like Bruno, but like even as a rival, I must say that you know what, fair enough. Breaking this, I mean, it's also double sore for me, Emilio, because last season Salah could have broken that assist record if he
Yeah,
had competent attackers in front of him. Because the amount of chances that I remember Salah putting on the plate for the teammates, and they either kicking it to heaven or they're kicking it to the corner flag and missing in front of the poles. I honestly, it made me angry last season. But like for Bruno to break the record, I wouldn't I would not have any complaints about it. But like the narrative that because he's breaking the record, I don't like is that he's now all of a sudden better than Kevin De Bruyne. Nah, I'm sorry, guys. Come on,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
come on, come
I
on, come on,
apologize. I
come
apologize for
on.
United fans, bro. We get a bit carried away sometimes, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the only thing. But like if he wins it, it's fair enough. It's right. But my prediction for this game, honestly, I have to go. I cannot predict a United win. Yeah, I have to just go for a Liverpool 2-1 win. No, you know what? No. I'll go better. I'll say 3-2 Liverpool. I just have a feeling there'll be goals because we concede goals. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be that game type of game. So I'm gonna go with a 3-2 Liverpool win. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah,
we'll come back and we'll see who got it right.
100%, 100%. So now that we've covered that game, so we can quickly go into the rest of the big Premier League games this season. Let me just share my screen again. Um, Premier League, and then we'll see what's. We can start here with Arsenal. Arsenal Fulham. Um, Arsenal, of course, drawing with Atleti yesterday, 1-1. And yeah, they back on top of the Premier League table. What do you see them doing in this game here?
Look, I think Arteta and Arsenal can thank their lucky stars that they're playing before City, right? What I've
Hmm.
noticed with Arsenal, not just this season, I mean, we've seen it so many consecutive seasons, is the reason why we say that they're always the bridesmaid and never the bride.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
I think they will do better if they play beforehand. They go out there and they get their business done, right? Instead of City collects the points, City goes above them based on goal difference or goal scored, and then Arsenal have to perform. I feel like when they have to win a match, when they have to deliver, the occasion becomes too big for them. Like the
Yeah,
lights are too bright. You know what I mean? Like they had to beat
that-
Bournemouth at home, that early kickoff. They didn't do it, right? I'm not gonna lie. I see Arsenal winning this game. In all honesty,
yeah, I agree.
they're playing at home. They're playing. It's not an early kickoff, which is always like a bit of a tricky thing. I think they'll be happy with that performance against Atleti last night. Obviously, at the Wanda Metropolitano, it's a big result. The second leg will be at the Emirates.
Emirates,
So
yeah,
in their mind, it's like, yo, we come into the Emirates this weekend. We need to continue pushing the fight in the Premier League, finish it off in the Champions League in the coming week next week, which is going to be, I think their game will be on Tuesday. I think
yeah.
Arsenal win. I think they'll win. It won't be a 3-0. It won't be a 4-0. It
No
might even be something as simple as a 1-0, as a 2-0.
set
And
piece,
yeah,
set piece goal, and then 1-0 Park haram the ball until the 90
yeah.
is done. That simple.
But that's the tricky part,
Yeah,
though. That's the tricky part for me. And you can let me know what you think. They need
they
goals. Remember that this league can still be decided on goal difference. Like, what's your take on that? Like, they can't afford to just be winning
They
games
can't
1-0.
afford to. They can't afford to. But I think the problem stems for me is that Arteta is so afraid of losing that he would rather be control the game rather than going for it. Like absolutely. Like remember that first season when they were challenging the league, when they were just blitzing through teams, destroying everyone that they came across.
I enjoyed the
The,
football then. I enjoyed the football. I would have been happy if had Arsenal won the league that season, like during that period. But this
mm,
season, bro, nah,
no,
man. Show a bit of
no, no, no,
show a
no,
bit of bravery.
No, it's exactly the same reason why I don't want them winning the Champions League, honestly, because I just don't like them to win the Champions League, especially in that way. The way they play, I just don't like. I love like the Bayern PSG game. That was peak football. That is what I want to see. I wish there was the final, honestly. I wish there was the
Yeah,
final, but like
yeah.
to have Arsenal winning the Champions League, which I think they are very close to doing. I think they'll beat Atletico to the final. Seeing Arsenal in the UCL final, by the way, is just is going. Yeah, the hate watch will be insane. Watching every moment of that, but we'll get into that some other time. But yeah, going back to this game, I think it will be a 1-0 Arsenal winner as well. Set piece, like I said, and then just haram the ball for 90 minutes, and then yeah,
It won't be
that's it.
easy.
Honestly,
It won't be easy. I think
definitely won't.
Fulham has like 3 clean sheets in their last 5 games. It's not going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah. No, it won't be. It won't be definitely. But I Arsenal will get away with it. Uh, this one, I'm laughing because my brother is a Spurs fan.
Really?
Yes, he's a Spurs fan, and they are currently sitting all the way down here with four
Bro,
games
like
to.
off topic, but how does how does a South African become a Spurs fan? I don't understand that.
No, no, he started supporting Spurs in the days of Harry Kane, Son, Dele Ali, all these guys. He loved watching these guys play. So yeah, he started supporting them because of them, and he stuck by them. But I wonder if he's still gonna stick by them if they're in the EFL Championship next season as well.
They sold him a dream, bro. They sold him a dream.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but hey, it's actually shocking to see Spurs so far down below. So hey, I don't know what will happen um in this game, particularly because Villa are also fighting for Champions League spots, even though they're playing Europa League football as well tonight. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna be a tricky one. I
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I think, look, the fact that Villa actually lost their last game, they actually lost to Fulham, mind you. So
Oh, okay.
Arsenal's the Arsenal there. But Spurs, I don't know if that win against Wolves could be a turning point for them. Look, it's Wolves, probably one of the worst Premier League teams in history. You know, when you think of like Derby
Hmm.
County
Yeah.
2008, it was a 1-0 win. Um, first
And they also
win,
lost Xavi Simmons.
yeah, yeah, that as well. I think that in the Brighton game, right? Um,
No, they lost him in the Wolves game. He to his ACL in the Wolves game. Yeah.
is it? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, you scored that. You scored a screamer in the Brighton
At
game.
Brighton, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, but look, it could be a turning point. Look, it's their first win in 2026. Tomorrow's May, and it's their first win. But it could be a turning point. But it might be a little bit too late, bro. If West Ham continues the results that they've been picking up, then I think it might be over. Like it's kind of out of Spurs' hand to some extent. You know what I mean?
I actually want to see. I want to see who's West Ham playing. West Ham's playing Brentford on Saturday as well. So it will, yeah, and it's before them, so they'll know the results of the West Ham game, and then yeah, I think yeah, that will be actually interesting to see what what is the result of the West Ham game, and then see how Spurs respond after that. But yeah, you said your score prediction for Villa Tottenham is
Oh, bro, it's gonna sound so harsh, eh? It's gonna sound so harsh, bro. But
yeah.
I don't see Tottenham winning this game. I think Villa will either get the win, or we could be looking at a draw. I think Villa wins this game, something like 1-0 or 2-0, actually, or we
Hmm.
see a 0-0 draw. I don't, I don't see Tottenham getting the win, bro. What about you?
I do have a question though. If you are Villa, if you are Unai Emery, do you prioritize the league or do you prioritize Europa League? Because if you think about it, if they win Europa League, they're in the Champions League anyways.
For
So
sure. For sure. That's a very good question. But the fact that you're saying if you were Unai Emery, yeah, I think if I was Unai Emery, I think I know you would focus on the Europa League. Remember, he is the goat
yes,
of the
yes,
UEFA Europa League,
yes,
bro. He won like I think 3 with Sevilla. Who also, sorry, I know we're doing Premier League, bro, but even Sevilla, I'm not sure you saw, they're also in the relegation zone. Eh?
yes.
Just
I saw that. Yes, yeah,
funny. It's kind of funny. But anyway, I think Unai Emery, it's like what, semi-finals tonight? It should be
yeah.
semi-finals.
Same versus Nottingham Forest. Big
Ooh,
game.
Ah, bro, that
Big
should have been
game.
the final. That should have been the final.
That should have been the final. That's what I said. It's the same thing with the Bayern PSG game as well. So
That's it,
hey,
man.
we'll
I
see.
think I think Unai Emery will know if if him and Aston Villa can get past Nottingham Forest and get to the final, they've won it. Like
Yeah,
this is their pre-final. So
yeah.
I think go Europa League route, secure Champions League football, but still try to chip away and get points in the league. Just and I think even if Villa was to rotate slightly, the way Tottenham looks so dejected, I think Villa gets the win, man. What would you do?
Even with a rotated Villa,
Yeah, not a
they
fully rotated, just like play here there, you know.
yeah, no, I would prioritize the Europa League as well because now I like you're saying, it gets Champions League anyways, and if they beat Forest, I think they win the Europa League anyways because I think they that strong in the
Yeah,
Europa League as well. And the Europa League is final, if I'm not mistaken, is at the end of the season. So once the prim games are done, so
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think
It's a bit
I think
weird,
if
but yeah,
yeah, I think so.
weird,
If
but
the one game against Spurs, if they draw or lose, even it's not really the end of the world because they can just win the next three games as well. They'll be fine. So I do think they should prioritize the Europa League. But hey, that we're not Unai Emery. We don't know how he's gonna. I'm sure he's gonna want to win this game anyways. So I'm gonna go with a Villa win 3-1.
3-1. Okay, you think they're gonna paper Tottenham?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, bro, there's such a lot at stake towards the end of the season because let's say Villa does go on to win the Europa League, they
Mhm.
play Manchester City on the final day of the season.
Oh yes, yes,
They're on the
yes, yes.
beach, bro. They're on the beach. They're like, okay, you know what? We got Europa League next week. Let's let our academy players play. Let's give some debuts out here, whatever. And they play
Honestly,
City. And remember, Unai Emery is not the biggest fan of Arsenal, bro. So it's
of
like
course,
there's
of
so many things
course.
happening, man. It's insane.
Now you must do that. Come on, come on, come on, Unai. Please do that, man. I mean, that would be so glorious. To allow Manchester City to win. I mean, think about all the Arsenal fans hating the tears and all of that if they lose the league because Unai Emery sold the game or whatever. But I don't know. I will see. They must
Yeah,
also
what
know
are
how
we?
it feels because I also lost the league because of Villa as well. Yeah, they must know how it
Oh
feels
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. That
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2-0, 3-2. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I
Um,
also lost the league.
what are we saying for that? Since this game is linked to the Brentford versus West Ham game, what are we thinking about that?
Oh, okay, we can go to there. Now, hey, is Brentford playing at home? Brentford is playing at home. I actually think Brentford are actually good at home. If I'm not
Oh,
mistaken, I think they've
Brentford's a
been
good
decent
team.
at home. Yeah. You know what? I'll go for 2-2. I'll just go for just because West Ham like are trying to survive. I'll just go
Mm,
2-2. Why not? 2-2.
yeah. I think if what's his name? Thiago can find his shooting boots, I think Brentford will do well. I see this match also being a draw or a Brentford win. Similar to the
Yeah.
Spurs game. I don't see West Ham winning. I don't see Spurs winning.
No.
That
No.
front three of Brentford is actually, they're actually so impressive. Like I watched them on
Yeah.
my back. Um, you know what? I'm gonna just say 2-1 to Brentford. That's what I
2-1
think.
to Brentford. All right. All right. I think Spurs will very much appreciate any sort of result there from Brentford against West Ham. And then Forest, Chelsea versus Forest. Chelsea with a new manager, of course, kind of for an interim manager, coming fresh off the result of beating Leeds in the FA Cup semi-final, and now they're facing Forest who are facing Villa tonight. So yeah, interesting one because Villa, I mean Forest are also in a relegation fight, so they actually can't afford to rotate or anything like that. They need to take this game seriously because they can't, they're not in the same position as Villa where they'll be fine regardless because they could
Yeah,
actually go down. So yeah, they need to take this serious.
yeah.
Chelsea, Forest.
Ish. You know what? Though Chelsea, luckily for Forest, though they are slightly better off compared to West Ham and Spurs. So at the moment, it is Spurs, West Ham, and then Forest.
Yeah.
Um, so they've got that.
But
But
they have
this,
tough fixtures. I saw. I think they face you guys as well. I don't know who else, but they do have tough fixtures and as well balancing the Europa League as well. So I think yeah, they have it slightly more. They don't want to get sucked back into it because I think they are slightly clear, but they don't want to get sucked back into West Ham and Spurs because yeah, that's relegation is a reality, is a possibility
I
for
just
them.
had to look at their fixtures, bro. That's actually tough, eh?
Mm,
Chelsea, Newcastle, United,
yes,
Bournemouth. That's
yeah,
tough.
exactly, yeah.
They might prioritize Europa League as well. Um, Ishman. Actually,
I
no, no, no,
mean,
no, no.
if they beat
They want to
Villa,
stay in
of
the,
course, yeah.
yeah. They want to stay in the Prem as well. I think that's a important thing because I mean, you don't want to be in the
Oh
Championship,
yes,
playing.
playing in the Champions League.
That'd be crazy.
Imagine, yeah,
Uh,
but
Look, this Chelsea team, I'm not too sure about them, bro. Like, there isn't really much to write home about them. I watched that game. I actually missed the game between United versus Chelsea, but I watched Chelsea versus Brighton. Oh my goodness, bro.
that was
It looked
bad.
like they were playing two different sports, bro. It looked like they were
That was
playing two
bad.
different sports, man. I
Um,
can't
I'm sure
believe
you
that.
happy about that as well because of Agent 49, man like Garnacho. I'm
Yeah,
sure you.
yeah. I can't believe that freedom fighter fought for his freedom to end up there, bro. I'm not
The
sure if
second
you
freedom
saw, but
fighter.
apparently, bro, they were booing him. They were booing him.
Yes,
The Chelsea
yes,
fans were booing him.
yeah, both fans, yeah.
And I remember when he was at United, we had like a difficult result, a difficult game, and the fans still stood by him. But
Mm,
he kind of like messed himself up, so that's on him. But this Chelsea team, I don't know, bro. I don't recognize. Like, look, they've got the same badge, they've got the same name, but the vibe I'm getting is not
mm,
Chelsea. Do you get what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
no,
that
yes,
vibe with like Roman Abramovich, even
yes.
even with Cole Palmer being in this team, bro. Like, I know his breakout season a few seasons back. This team is just weird, man. I don't know. I feel like this looks like a game where it could be a draw. It looks like a draw to me. What's your take?
I could see that. I could see that. I think the only standout performers, or at least from what I saw in the Leeds game, because I do agree the Brighton game was completely bad, and I think that's why Liam Rosinha got sacked. But I think the Leeds game there was a bit of an improvement, particularly from João Pedro, Enzo Fernandez, um, Neto. I think slightly, but I think. Yeah, I do agree with you. I think a draw or just simply due to the fact that Forest they're fighting relegation and they don't want to be dropping points. So I think I will go for a draw. I'll probably go for a 1-1 draw. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair, bro. I stand with you on
Mm,
that. I think a 1-1 draw is fair. Chelsea just have to see this season out, get to
yeah.
next season, and then just simply try to rebuild from there, man. And looking at that game against Brighton, looking at
Mm,
that game against Brighton, bro, Liam Rosinha was so out of his depth. I don't know why they hired him in the first place. He had a 6-year contract or something like that, right? He got
yeah.
sacked within 4 months.
Yeah.
That's why I say the club's kind of a mess. Now that I think about it, we actually need to touch on whether or not Chelsea is going to get European football. If they don't get European football
It's true.
financially, I don't know, bro.
So they're currently eighth. They are what is this now? 10 points off of fifth. You mean European football as a whole? You mean Conference League, Europa League as well?
I, Off the top of my head, I don't even know how much money you get Conference League, Europa League. But what I do know is that they need that money that comes with, let's say, a Champions League because of what's going on at the club. Bro. They can't afford not to.
To be honest, like I honestly don't like. I look at Chelsea and I look at the past few transfer windows. They got Champions League football last season, but what exactly did they do with the Champions League money? Like other than João Pedro,
Well,
they bought Garnacho. They bought who else? These guys, but
Liam Delap. Is it Liam Delap?
Liam Delap, yeah. Um, and a couple of other young players. And then I think they bought someone from Brighton and then loaned him out or something. Like they got Champions League money, but they're not going for like proven Premier League or overseas players as well. So
Yeah.
I personally think, you know what, because you guys are refusing to buy sensible and you're just going for kids anyways, Just go Europa League same time. Why not?
Yeah.
Because at least there you'll actually be competing. Because I personally think Europa League is now Chelsea's level. Like I don't see Chelsea contending anytime soon.
Yeah.
Let's just go Europa League same time. Why
Yeah. No,
not?
I mean they won the Conference League, so they might as well go back to the Europa League, win that one more
Actually,
time.
why
I'm
not? Why
just
not?
thinking the way the club is being run, bro. That's
Bad.
more what's happening off the pitch. That's a massive issue, and
Mm.
now you're kind of starting to see it, on the pitch as well. So
Now 100%.
let's
They're
see.
such a badly run club. I mean, like you just you mentioned giving Liam Rossini a 6-year contract only to sack him 4 months later. Honestly, like how does that make sense?
Yeah, shame. I feel bad for the guy. Eh? Yo, I feel
100%.
so bad whenever I see his face, bro. Like he seems like a
Mm.
nice guy, but he's not. He's not ready yet.
I heard some people calling him a PE coach. Shame.
Yeah,
that's that's that's
they said
crazy.
LinkedIn manager.
Oh my days. But anyways, we can go into the last fixture. Everton, Man City. Big game Monday night on 9 o'clock. Yeah,
At
last
the
game of
at
the.
the Hill Dickinson.
Oh yes, yes. Or the heel Dickinson.
Ah,
Because
yeah,
Van
yeah,
Dyke, yeah, because Van Dyke dunked on them, bro.
Ah,
But
please,
anyways,
please, please, please.
Everton, Man City. Man City win. Man City win.
Man City win for sure. Yeah.
Man City win.
I think it's a question, right? I'm curious, bro. Like, what are City's remaining fixtures? Any
We
chance we
can
could look at that?
we can look at that. I think they have it slightly difficult. I mean, to be fair, they weren't that. I mean, they were good, but they only managed to score one against Burnley. So they have Everton away, Brentford at home, Palace
Mm.
at home, and then the FA Cup, and then the Bournemouth away, and then Villa at home. So not easy fixtures, actually. Not
Oh,
easy
no.
fixtures if you think about it.
Do you know what's crazy? It's looking to me like this Chelsea, not Chelsea, sorry. This Everton fixture is the easiest of the bunch, in my opinion. Right? I think it's an away game, but I think they go there. Obviously, they haven't played since last week Saturday, so they
Mm,
should be rested. Right? They haven't
mm,
played, if I'm not mistaken. They
mm.
come there Monday night, they play, they get the business done. But then the issue starts to come when they play against Brentford. We know Brentford's been kind of like a bogey team for them over the years. Obviously, the likes of Ivan Tony isn't there anymore, but like
Yeah.
Brentford somehow always seems to pull one over Manchester City. So I think if they're going to drop points, that game is a bit of a concern. And then I would say Bournemouth as well, man. When you look at the congestion there, I'm not sure if you saw the news, but City actually wanted to change their fixtures because if you
Yes.
look at
I'm looking at
the
it now. Yes.
19th day,
Yeah.
bro, that's like how many days we work? Days. That's a lot of games, bro.
That's
That's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of games.
games.
But
And
the
and it's
16th,
all crucial games, yeah.
bro, is that the
Because
15th or the 16th?
of the FA Cup final
Yeah,
is 16th of May. 16th of May.
ish.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Look,
So yeah,
for this
it
game,
literally is because it's
sorry, but you can.
basically every 3-4 days they're playing a game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ne?
yeah. That's
If
why I
if there's
say I think
yeah, they could still lose the league actually if you think about it because that's a lot of fixtures to play every and it's all crucial. They cannot draw at all. Even a draw
yeah,
for them is a loss. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how Man City perform. Yeah.
yeah. I think though we can agree this Everton game is the easiest one. They should win it. They
Yeah.
should win it. I think they'll be rested. I think City could try to rack up the goals.
They
I think
must.
they know. I think they know how important goal difference is, and I could, if they hit the ground running, we could be looking at like a 3-0 win. That's what I think.
I think they should because right now they one goal difference behind Arsenal with a game in hand. Of course, I think that game in hand is Palace, so they do need to be stat padding. Haaland, bro, do what you do best. Just be stat padding. Cherky, Doku, Semenyo. Also, you guys need to just be stat padding, bro. I do want to talk a little bit on Bernardo Silva because I think that is another legend of the Premier League. Like what a player that guy has been. I mean, he's been a thorn in my side for the last few seasons because he's been constantly just been a threat, just been available whenever we went toe to toe with Man City. But now what a legend of the game. It's hopefully he can leave Manchester City with one more Premier League to his name, stopping us. So that'd be perfect. That would be a perfect send off for him.
He's leaving at the end of
He
so.
is, yeah.
Uh, he's like kind of is he the captain at the moment, or is he
He's the
like
captain.
yeah? So I think
He's the captain.
for him to kind of leave Manchester City, captain him to this, in all honesty, an amazing comeback. A part of it is going to be Arsenal being Arsenal, bottoming a 12-point lead somehow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for Bernardo Silva, I already think he's a legend of the Premier League. But add this season's title to that CV, bona fide legend of the Premier League. Like I wouldn't be jealous. I don't think any player would be jealous. Sorry, would actually be jealous of his career.
No.
Nah, but I think you can pull it off would be insane.
Yeah. Nah, they should. They should, honestly. So yeah, you said 3-0 Man City. I'm gonna go with I'll do one better. 4-1. 4-1 Man City. Why not?
For
Four
one.
one Man City.
In terms of goal difference, it's gonna come down to the same thing, eh?
It's gonna come down. It's gonna come. It's gonna be very interesting to this. I mean, there's a lot to play for still in this league. I think that we can stop there. There's still a lot to play for. Of course, it's the title race, it's the UCL race, the race for Europe, and in the relegation race as well. There's so
There's a lot.
many things to look forward to come the end of the season. So yeah, I mean, we're
Best
eating
player of the
good
season.
as Premier League fans. We're eating good, Emilio. We really are. Yeah, come the end of the season. But there will be tears. There will be some tears come the end of the season. Hopefully, I am not part of those with tears. Yeah, come the end of the season. But yeah, if there's
I don't think it's gonna hit our club, bro. I'm gonna say our clubs.
say again.
Now I don't think there's gonna be tears from our
Mhm.
clubs. Maybe on your side with Mo leaving, but yeah, I think we're good, bro.
Yeah. Now, hopefully. I mean, if we don't get Europa, Champions League, that would be for me. That would be diabolical. Yeah, that would be a failure of the highest order. Yeah. So that will be the only
Yeah.
way you will see tears from from me if we don't get Champions League. Yeah, but I still think we do, just based off the way we've been playing. But yeah, I think it's been a good stream, Emilio. I want to thank you for hopping on. I think yeah we can leave it there. And if there's nothing else from your side, then we can just wrap it up there. So I want to thank you guys for watching at home. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below your predictions and your favorite Premier League game of the coming game week and stuff. And then also, please don't forget to go and check out Pitch Invaders on TikTok. And is there anything else that you want to drop? Your handles or anything else that you
No,
want to share to
just
the people?
yeah, just Pitch Invaders, TikTok, Instagram. I'm very quiet on YouTube these days, but maybe in the future. But yeah, TikTok's the main place to find me.
No, 100%. Now I've linked down the TikTok username in the description for people to check it out as well. But now, thanks again, Emilio, for hopping on.
That's a
And
pleasure, bro. Thanks
thank you
for
so
having
much.
me, man. It was a good chat. I enjoyed this.
100%. Hopefully, here's to many more. Because I did promise the people if Arsenal bottle both the UCL and the Premier League, I'll be doing a stream just dedicated into cooking the Arsenal, and
I'm
and
there
I
for that, bro. I'm there.
100%. And I'm hoping you could hop on for that as well. I even said the same thing if Spurs get relegated. Same thing as well. Same thing as well.
I'm there, bro. I'm
Yeah,
there.
one. All right, but now we can leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Till next time, it's been your boy JB. Love for the love. We'll catch you next time.